Now, so please put your hands together, stand on your feet, make some noise for Noteworthy!
And anybody else who so desires to be identified such way. We are Noteworthy. We have held all the way from Birmingham town to come and perform to you. We're here now.
Wow.
We're here.
To be more specific, we're kind of mixed around the place, so why don't we introduce ourselves like we're on a dating show? Like, contestant number one, give us your name and where you've come from today.
My name's Rob, and today I've come from Wolverhampton.
My name's Sam, and I've come from Leeds.
My name's Nat, and I've come from Leicester.
My name's Emma, and I've come from Birmingham. My name's Katie, and I came with Emma.
Wow, Kenneth's on the keys.
He also came with Emma. So, as you have heard, we are here tonight to perform to you an abridged version of a classic musical that we all know and love. I mean, it's why we're here. You wouldn't have come tonight if you didn't know that this was the show we were doing. Because obviously, that's just it's silly to ask. But what's the title of the musical that we're performing for you?
Smurfs vs Predator.
Smurfs! See, that was on the bill, so you're quite right. But due to copyright reasons, unfortunately, we're not able to perform Smurfs vs Predator this evening. So the emails that got sent out, the other version that we're doing is, the title is...
A duck in a hat.
A Duck in a Hat.
Indeed.
A Duck in a Hat! Of course it is! We're all here to see the truncated version of A Duck in a Hat. A classic, a beautiful, moving, emotional, funny, witty, incredible musical. Which, as we all remember, is set in a...
Orphanage.
I heard two at the same time, I love it.
An orphanage pond!
Yes! Well, the opening number, of course, is set behind an orphanage. There's a beautiful pond behind this orphanage. So what we're going to see now is the opening number of A Duck in a Hat.
The leaves are turning auburn as the seasons rotate. The pond lies just there, but to children it's a sea or it's a lake.
They come on out of the orphanage, they are all searching for hope. And when they see the glittering water, will they find it? No.
The ripples spread across the pond. What do they mean? Is all hope gone?
The ripples spread across the pond. What do they mean?
Daddy, Mummy, Daddy!
Is all hope gone?
Mummy, Daddy, why did you leave me here? Mummy, Daddy, I'm full of fear.
Single leaf drifts down to the pond. It withers, it sinks, and then it is gone.
The trees branch true by the side of the pond. Their hope inside has died.
But wait, what's that skimming across that pond? I've never seen fast forward a little bit to when one of our orphans, who we may have seen featured in the opening song, realizes that actually, maybe, he could make friends of a non-human variety and fulfill the loneliness in his heart.
Mr. Duck. Quack. Quack. Oh, I hope he comes back again, Mr. Duck. The writing on the dormitory wall says he only comes out 3 times a year. And today is one of those days, so I thought I'd come down with my bread, but here I am.
Many, many years I have lived on this pond, and let me tell you, the duck in the hat is an elusive creature. He does not appear for just any bread.
You need more interesting bread. What, best of both? Are you after?
Well, to nourish his soul, you must find the secret ingredients within.
Within the kitchen at the dormitory, you mean, or within? I see. It's in me. The secret bread. It's all the things I've ever heard or ever read. Now I know, in order to commune with this duck, I must go out and be in the best luck for today. I want to join with this duck in a hat.
But not in a weird way.
I want to join with this duck in a hat.
But not in a weird way.
I'm 7.
Not in a weird way.
Those thoughts are all in your head, so I'm just a 7-year-old boy.
Dance break.
You're such a funny duck. I hope that together we'll get along. At some point we'll end this song. Me and that duck.
Not in a weird way.
Little duck.
Not in a weird way.
A duck in a hat.
Not in a weird way.
Just imagine that.
But not in a weird way.
Of course, we couldn't show you Duck in a Hat without the pivotal scene between the head of planning permission and the owner of the orphanage, who has realised that in order to keep the orphanage open, they're going to have to sell the area behind the orphanage. I'm waiting.
Come into my office. Oh, don't sit down, you'll leave a mark. Stand for me. Not in a weird way.
I didn't think you would come to this. But here I stand.
Yes, a snivelling little man who runs a dirty, stinking orphanage.
It's been a long time since school, Susan. You can't talk to me like that anymore.
I can and I will. Why? Because I own the land. I have the money. You have smelly orphans.
They smell of desperation, Susan. I have to take another piece away from them. Is there no other way that we could raise money? You control the planning commission, you control the council budget. You really rose up the ranks.
I really did. And you know how? It's by treading, stepping on weak little men like you that I've got to where I am. I'm a success. I'm a star. Mama always said I would go far. And the best way to do that in this capitalist economy is to tread on little people like you.
What do I do? The kids, they need their school, and the only way I have is to deal with this ghoul.
The land is mine. That land is mine. There's no way you can save it, Billy. Don't waste your time.
What do I do?
That land is mine.
What do I do?
That land is mine.
The kids need their school.
The kids will be my fuel. That's end stage capitalism for you. What are you gonna do, hey Billy? Dry your eyes, little Billy. Oh, you're getting upset. You look so cute when you're silly like that.
That's it, I will find a new way. I've had enough looking at your stupid smug face. I will save these children without your help. I know what to do.
He knows what to do.
I know what to do.
He thinks he knows what to do.
Anything, anything but dealing with you.
'Cause when you said anything, I thought maybe anything was on the cards.
That was one time. Never again.
But it was so nice. Fine! Take your smelly orphans and your well-hung trousers and leave my office!
With pleasure. And then it's the saddest part of the whole show, isn't it? When Billy, with the well-hung trousers, has to explain to all the children who've gathered at bedtime that the school's going to be closing and they're all going to be orphaned again.
Are you going to tell us the one about the unicorn princess again, Daddy Billy? Yeah, Daddy Billy. Oh, can we have the one about the ugly duckling?
Oh, I would love to. Oh, you guys have filled my heart with so much pleasure over the years. But it's over. I had a plan, but the thing is, she bullied me in school and I acted out and I really did not have a secondary backup. But we've been learning so much. You remember the story from the ugly duckling? They grew into swans and it's time, you
We're going to be swans. They're going to belong to the queen. She's dead.
Is she though?
Yes.
But Daddy Billy, you always said, well, you should never give in to bullies.
Yeah.
And we should always stand up to them, but not with violence unless no one's watching. You mustn't get pushed around, so you're not going to get pushed around, are you?
Yeah, Daddy Billy,
Daddy Billy, not Daddy Billy.
We live in a post-stage, post-capitalism world, whatever it is. And sometimes, the good guys do.
What do all those words you just said mean?
Oh, but Daddy Billy, you always taught us that I'm a grudge. I just felt so inspired. You always taught us that everybody has something special about them. Maybe if we could find something special about the orphanage, then the neat lady would let us stay.
Sometimes you find a special talent inside. Sometimes there is a power of you that you just cannot hide. But sometimes, most of all, you are just plain average. You are just plain average.
Daddy, we don't think that you're plain average.
Look what you have created here in this orphanage. We wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for you.
Maybe inside we can find something new. Maybe something strong that will hold us together like glue.
Arthur, not in a weird way.
It's not in a weird way. They thought about it, but it's the title of the show, so they didn't settle down with that. All the things that we see in this montage.
Pie eating contest.
Pie eating contest. Yes, they enjoy pie eating contest. They mug old ladies, but not in a weird way.
It's AI-generated art contest.
They do AI-generated art, but they support local artists as well. And we see all this in a beautiful dance montage.
Give us your money, you old bitch!
Join me and you can't pass stuff. I can't still in point. Rest of you didn't join in. Wait.
When in doubt, go into our box step. We can do this. We can do this. The power of musical theatre. Let's sing all together. There we go. That's it.
Let's make some money.
Make some money.
Make some money!
Make some money.
Make some money!
Let's make some money.
Nobody thought he'd come back.
We'll all make some money and get stinking Wait, the first act, into the second act. Closure of Act 1. Everyone's on a high, everything's incredible. But of course, it doesn't stay that way, does it? No. We reopen Act 2 and we find that the planning permission government person, Susan, has taken matters into her own hands and has decided to infiltrate the orphanage. And while she is looking around, she finds a curious pond and a mystical inhabitant.
Filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy. Oh, that's a child. No, definitely filthy. Oh, what a scummy little pond they've got here. Gosh, what's that? Floating across the water in front of my very eyes. Over here. I've got eyes in the back of my head. It's how I got so far up the economic ladder. Wow, that is one mighty fine duck. In a tiny little hat.
You can see the hat on the duck. That means you still have goodness in your soul.
Wash it out! Wash it out!
Only those who have discovered the true worth in themselves and in life can see the mystical duck with a hat. It's very similar to a regular duck, but it has a hat.
I see the hat, I feel the hat. I feel something strange inside me. I came here to make a land grab, but now I'm rethinking my options. Who knew I still had the sight of a child?
Sight of the child.
There's innocence here. Oh, it makes me feel uncomfortable. But there's something so dear about that Billy and his orphans. And Duck, you've helped me see that. Duck, you've shown me the way. You've watered your way into my heart, and now I don't know what to say. Oh, Ducky, I am so lucky to have met you. Your fine feathers make me want to dress you. What should I do? I must save this pond, protect your sacred home. What should I do? I thought I wanted the land all for my own. Oh, Ducky, you showed me the way. Oh, me. Let me remain a child, innocent, harmless, happy, and free.
Try to recall what happened from when I saw the show. After that sudden twist and that about turn of character with the emotional and spiritual revelation that Susan experiences witnessing a duck in a hat. We see the reconciliation between Billy and Susan and the tender love duet in which they can both finally tell the other how they're feeling.
Here's your money.
Billy, I don't want it anymore.
Take it.
No, I can't.
Well, you got some other tricky plan up your sleeve?
The only thing I want up my sleeve is... What I need to say is... I had a change of heart.
You won? You're not going to go through with it?
I can't. In all good conscience.
What? Something amazing was to happen to bring out the strange one.
I saw a duck in a hat!
I saw one too! I thought I was crazy!
Billy, you've never been crazy. You've just had a heart of gold. And I was too distracted by your genitals.
This is an awful lot to take in at once. So do you think we can capture that special moment we had with that sleeve?
Mind me.
Together we knitted a giant's jacket and we snuggled deep in its sleeve. And as we counted the stars go past and told us all our deepest fears, I had never connected with someone so much without doing something weird. And as then I looked at you, I knew that there's nothing that I'd ever fear again.
A duck brought us together. A duck
brought us together.
A duck
Brought us together, and not in a weird way.
Oh, Billy, do you remember when we courted for a week?
Sure, I remember. It's when I realized that I wasn't meek, 'cause together we're strong.
Together we're
strong, and we show that duck we were worth it.
all along.
And it was never weird.
Never fear, and we never wait. That there's a word that rhymes with duck.
Oh, Susan,
Let's run this orphanage together. And we move seamlessly into the final scene and moment of the musical, which is the reopening, the rebranding of the orphanage, which happens to coincide with the wedding of Billy and Susan.
And the key pivotal moment in the middle of that song, where finally, little orphan
Jane!
can see the hat on the duck because he has learned to believe in himself.
There it is!
Yeah!
We call it Ducky Finery!
We are gathered here today to celebrate the union
I do.
Hey now! Make duck noises, that's the right!
Yes.
And now for you! Got it,